Hey everyone, Cosmos here from Dull Games. In this video I'm going to be showing you another run of Lord's Trial, as well as showing you the weekly rewards that come via the mailbox. So let's first look at the rewards, the weekly rewards via the mailbox. So you get a mail like this, and it's based per difficulty apparently, because I was experimenting and showing you guys different difficulties, which I think is a little bit abnormal, because on normal servers we will probably be sticking to whatever difficulty our character is best at, but apparently if you do different difficulties, you are taking part of rewards of different difficulties, or it's a bug, or it's possibly an opportunity. I'm not 100% sure. So let's have a look at first. This is the difficulty 1, so the easiest difficulty, and here we have because it's a test server and there's nobody on the test server, it's very easy to rank high. So in this case there's a rank 37, and we have 20 cast stones, which is if you saw the previous artifact video that I did, it's a very small amount, so it's not a huge amount. And then 10 star crystals, which is a more welcome amount for upgrading the skills. So that's for the weekly reward for difficulty 1, but we'll also look at the different amounts per ranking. And then here we have the third difficulty, which is the hardest one. There my rank was 4 on this character, 150 cast stones and 5 sun crystals. Now that's interesting, because the sun crystals, they are good for the end of the second phase and the third phase. So that means if you're strong enough that you start on the third difficulty, you might need to go back to the first difficulties to get other crystals to break through, and the other crystals are not this one and this one, the moon crystal, because the moon crystal is needed to for the end of the first phase or the second phase, and the sun crystal is good for the second phase or the third phase. So the second phase they have in common, but if you only do the most difficult one, maybe you will be missing moon crystals to finish the first phase. So that's something to consider. Or maybe there will be a way to earn moon crystals if you're strong some other way. Alright, going back to the mail. So these are the ones that I received, so let's just collect those. And on this one, and this one I was showing you 3 different difficulties. I didn't know that he will qualify for 3 different rewards. That's an interesting point. So here on difficulty 1 there is rank 36, also a similar reward. But then here we have also a difficulty 2 where we have rank 3, and here we have the moon crystals as a reward, as well as the cast stones. And then we have the difficulty 3 with rank 8, and here we have the sun crystals as reward. So we're going to collect those. Now we're going to open up the Lord's Trial and look at the full list one more time. It was somewhere here. Was it in the rankings? Yeah, here it is. So if you go to the rankings and if you take this window, here you can actually see the full list of rewards. So we saw the difficulty 1 up to 100, and that's where I was 37. Oh no, that's here, rank 21 to 50. I was 36, 37, so that was this reward over here. Then in 2 we saw this reward over here, and in 3 also we saw this reward over here. But on a normal server that's not going to be a good idea to do 3 difficulties, because it's possible that you will not rank on any, because it goes only up to 100. So, and on a normal server there are a lot more than 100 players, so probably not a good idea to do 3 difficulties in 1 week. And probably best is to stick and try to get as high ranking as possible in whatever difficulty you are good at. Alright, so here we have these cast on rewards, and hopefully I'm able to show you that blitz thing I wanted to show. Or that doesn't work anymore. No, apparently that doesn't work anymore. So what I had seen was when I blitzed previously, I was able to go to a higher stage because the blitzing requires 3 keys of trial, and that's what I wanted to show you in this video. But since the week has been reset and it's Monday, Tuesday, I don't know the server time right now on this server, but basically the week has reset, so it seems that also the Lord's trial is reset. But there is indication that the reward will increase over the week and then maybe get reset on Sunday, and then you start over again in a kind of the same system possibly as the Eudemon Arena. So let's go here again and try to do another run. So we're gonna do pray, start praying. Here we got 3 keys, so it will be very easy to sacrifice 2 more and fill up the 5. So I'm gonna do that, and I get 5 star crystals, 20 and 5 keys. Still 2 more prayers to go. Here is only 1. Hopefully the last prayer will give 2. And here I will, whatever it gives, I have to use the sacrifice. So it gave 1, and the sacrifice gave just some extra cast stones. Alright, so that's 8 keys of trial. We're gonna go to the 3rd difficulty here and go to duel, because this character is strong enough to take it. Alright, so while he does this thing, because it's not so difficult for his character, I can do on manual. We can go to pray on this other one. Here this one got unlucky and got just 1 key, so we're gonna pray again. Again unlucky with 1 key, so we have only 1 chance now to get to unlock the cards. Alright, so this guy got super unlucky, and so I have to use 3 sacrifice on the 1 key, so the 5th card will not get opened. And in this case it's 10, 4 and 3, and that's only 6 keys of trial. So we're gonna put on the 3rd duel and duel. Alright. I'm just gonna try to catch the AoE attack. Alright, this one finished faster. I want to make sure that difficulty is always the same, because if you do something else it resets, so you have to be careful. Alright, you do your AoE, you do your AoE. And let's finish up with the Wrath Strike here. So you see we're receiving cast on 8, cast on 8. Now for the difficulties 1 and 2 I already showed in previous videos, so you can go and watch that. This is just an extra video going a little bit more into detail and showing this a second example run. And here is the hard one, the 5th stage, where we have like a boss character and battle rewards. So you see here in the chat, cast on 8888 4 times. and then after the boss battle it's going to be higher reward, and then lower again but a little bit higher. So cast on 10, sun crystal 1, that's where you get a sun crystal. And then we're gonna do the 6th stage here, which is then again back to let's say normal, and this guy is doing the 4th stage. Alright, and here you see it's higher than the previous 4 stages, so it's cast on 10. Now you cannot blitz on the first day, but on the next day you can blitz with 3 keys. And that's what I meant by going higher. Let me just click on this one and I'll explain. Alright, and this one got to the boss fight, so let's do this one. And it's again the same 4 times 8. There's a world boss, but I'm skipping it so that in case there's somebody else on the server that I can have more rewards. Alright, and this one is doing the last one, I believe. And this one has 1 key of trial as well. Alright, so now I wanted to explain that blitz thing. Now that they're both normally finished. Okay, so now on the next day, so now this guy reached, for example, stage 9, and this guy reached stage 7. So that's based by luck, based on the prayer. So then on the next day you'll be again doing the prayer, and then you'll most likely want to do blitz, which will bring you to the same stage, or one less, I don't remember, but basically same or one less stage, but only using 3 keys, so you don't have to use 8 keys anymore. And that, if you get another 8 keys and use 3 keys, that gives you 5 additional keys to go higher, assuming of course you can kill the bosses and the mobs. But that's the system, if I understood it correctly. And that way you can earn more rewards, assuming that you're strong enough to beat it. And therefore the question will come, what's better, to do more stages in a lower difficulty than or less stages in a higher difficulty? And the answer to that will be depending on the rewards calculation. And as we don't have a full table yet, that's impossible to answer at this moment. Of course, if it follows the old logic of, for example, Spire Normal or Spire Nightmare, where I wrote an article there analyzing the rewards, you can find that on the blog at wartune.games.com, showing that doing Spire Nightmare with several stages, if I remember correctly, was minimum 3-4 stages, which is quite easy, is already better than the entire Spire Normal. So if that's following the same logic as that, then higher difficulty will always be better if you can do the minimum number of stages. So but still, it's very difficult to tell for your specific character which difficulty you should start with. So try to gauge it. So so around 30 million bell rating is having no problem so far. So that means I think 20 million bell rating will also be able to do it. So I would say if you're less than 10 million bell rating at this point, maybe you can try stage 1 or 1 or 2, and then if you're say 15, maybe 2, and 20 plus maybe 3. But it's very difficult to tell because the test server is really different from normal servers. So this is only so I only use this to demonstrate to you the different features and to explain you how it works. and then when the patch is installed on the normal servers, we'll have a better feeling with our real characters on which difficulties we can play on and so forth. Now the rewards we can see from the run there, 275, and stun crystals and star crystals. And on this one we have 332, and we have the star crystals, and the star crystals are like for upgrading the skills, and then the moon and sun crystals are to sort of break through, I think. So those are the rewards we're getting, but that's quite a good amount if you think about it. 332 here and 275 here. If I would go and pour that into the artifact, that's directly additional stats. So you go to cast, 275, boom, and you get direct stats. So 1000 extra bell rating, and in this case I'm now not looking at the artifacts and just sort of wasting resources because I'm not thinking of which one I should use and so forth. So there you go, again 3,500 bell rating for this one, and what was this one? Approximately the same, I guess, 3.2. So that's 1000 additional bell rating per day, I would say, which is really good. 1000 bell rating for free every day. That sounds really good. So that's the second run, and some more details and explanations for Lord's Trial. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do click on like and subscribe, share with friends. Remember, the Wartune blog is at wartune.dollygames.com, and if you want to play short games for free, you go to dollygames.com. And if you can, please support. Any kind of support is appreciated, and all the links are in the description of the video. Thanks for watching and have a very nice day.